All right, so here's some slightly more expensive stuff that has also been incredibly helpful. All right, so a variable neutral density filter. This is like sunglasses for your lens. It screws on the front of the lens and allows you to keep the shutter speed and aperture and ISO settings that you want. So normally in bright daylight, if I'm shooting at a shutter speed of 1/48th or 1/50th of a second, it's going to be difficult to achieve the exposure that I want unless I start closing down my aperture. And I don't want to do that because I want to have a soft depth of field. And so a variable neutral density filter is exactly what you'll need. There's like a whole range of them. They get super expensive, but the entry-level ones are fairly cheap. The issue with the entry-level ones is that they will start to kind of affect your color. I would totally recommend getting a cheap one to start. Lens adapters. This has been super fun for me. I especially like using old retro gear, and a lens adapter will allow you to do that. This lens adapter is adapting an old Canon lens to my Sony camera, and it has an internal variable ND throttle. And so it's all sort of like in one. Again, this is not going to be the best quality variable ND that you're shooting through, but it's a great thing to get started with. If you are enjoying working with sound, then I would highly recommend a better set of headphones. Definitely not earpods. Something that's got a closed back for when you're working outside to help isolate your ears from external distractions, so you really hear what the microphones are picking up. You'll see these on sets all over the place. They're not super duper cheap, but they're totally affordable. The Sony MDR 7506s. You'll see them everywhere. I've had mine for like 15 years. The pads are replaceable because you'll chew through them if you're like, working on a sweaty day. But they're fantastic headphones. The X-Rite Color Checker Passport. It's kind of expensive, but it will help you. You just whip this thing out, put it right next to the subject that you're filming at the start of a clip. And you could do it at the start of like a setup. Obviously, if the lighting is changing throughout the day, then you should pull this out every time there's a lighting change. If you're really serious about color accuracy, then you could put this in front of the subject at the start of every clip. But anyways, then you'll have a gray card and focus chart at the start of every clip. Cool. I hope that was helpful.